What's up, guys? Welcome to Rice and Beans. I'm in the house with Cookie.
Hi.
And Jasmine.
And I'm in the car.
Very nice.
What are you hunting for?
Well, we were looking for yeast.
Why does it feel like an episode of The Walking Dead every time you have to leave your house to make all the supply run? Like you feel,
I know. It's just things that you're like looking for. People are like taking all of it.
I know, dude. It's been crazy here too. Like it's fucking. You showed me that meme that said it's vascular. It's not Chipotle.
Yeah. It's a respiratory disease. Not you didn't just eat Chipotle. And they give you the ugliest looks if you don't have a mask or gloves on. I'm like, damn it. When you go to the grocery store or
I have
any
gloves.
restaurant. Fancy, you got the black ones.
I got them from work, but we don't have masks at work. So
Are people still buying
we
cars?
just have a bunch of gloves. But they're black, so I feel like I'm about to like give someone an enema each and every time I put them on.
Challenge accepted.
So it is also our 3-year anniversary show. So 3 years ago today, we recorded our first episode, and it's been all downhill ever since.
I was gonna say we took off from there.
Yeah. It was a slow decline into mediocrity at that point.
But we did it with class and grace.
Yeah. Those two strippers, Class and Grace.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
So it's also going to be a tribute show to one of our comedy heroes that died just a couple of days after we recorded our first episode. So this show is also dedicated to the memory of Don Rickles, and so we're going to be working in a lot of his comedy style into this one. Cookie and I also have a little challenge game for ourselves going on. We are going to be we have 8 of Don Rickles' most famous insults and used punchlines. So Cookie and I wrote them down and we folded them up, and so we're going to be grabbing them randomly, and we are going to try to work them into the conversation. So anytime you see us hold up a Post-it, that means we were able to use one of those punchlines. So today, I guess we should just take it back to how it all started, and we'll just run our standing segments that we had going on. And so I think one of the big first ones that we did that caught on was social media lost its shit today, and
oh, has it ever?
Yeah, it. I don't think it's ever lost its shit this much, and it's over the same thing. It's COVID-19, and well, it's everywhere. I mean, it's you know, it. I mean, I guess it was good for some people. I mean, the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mission Mormonaries, and
right?
They know
get
you're
some
home
time
now.
off.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna take a break. Social distancing. Keep your 6 feet apart.
Amish people. Did anyone even fucking tell anyone? Like, like these people are just like, you know, they're like, what the fuck? Everyone's buying our bread all of a sudden, you know.
So, I guess it's not all bad, you know, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Mission Mormonaries. At least they're doing well because they know you're going to be home.
Yeah, they know we're not going anywhere. That's not fair.
I heard they turned like into telemarketers. They're calling people on the phone.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're working remotely.
That's not fair.
That's funny.
What about the Amish?
None the wiser. Ignorance is bliss.
No, fuck that. They're over there sitting there laughing, going, who's laughing now, motherfucker? They make their own toilet paper. They give a shit about our need for to find it.
They literally give a shit.
Is it toilet paper or is it like pine cones and
something? I don't know. It's disgusting.
Toilet paper?
they just
I don't
smear it on
know.
the wall? Oh.
Wash the house. So
Yeah, so it's been it's been crazy out there. I seen people arguing with each other and almost getting into fights, and the lines were ridiculous. You in some stores you can't go in more than I think 50 people in the building at a time, like
Yeah.
at Home Depot and something like that.
Remember when you were first stocking up like 2 weeks ago and people were trying to steal like shit from your cart?
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
They don't know
But
cart
we're 10
etiquette.
people max. 10 people max, but I mean, no one enforces it though. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like the grocery store, I haven't seen.
I like the clear partitions they're putting up now, so that the people at the register are safe.
It looks like a fucking Dexter kill room. That's the first thing I thought about when I walked into 7-Eleven. I'm like, oh fuck, Dexter's here.
Oh, Dexter.
They have it at 7-Eleven. I thought they'd have glass ones where you were at.
I know, right?
The ones from the hood, the ones with like the bulletproof ones, are like, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing penetrating this shit.
They're on the other side, and who's laughing now? And the memes, oh man, the memes have been out of control. I saw some great ones. I reposted some really funny ones. There were some that had me crying. Like, what was some of the best memes that you've seen with the whole COVID thing?
Oh, I've shown you that one. Like, I guess someone from like the Philippines had like named their kid COVID Bryant.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty bad.
The other. Oh, you know what? We'll post them when we post the episode on the site. We'll post the pictures along with it. So, what was the other
Oh,
one?
yeah.
COVID Rose.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
COVID Adopt or something. I don't know. It's pretty bad. It's like, why would you name your kid that? Oh, you're Filipino. That's why.
That's fucking.
It's just what they do. It's just what they do, dude.
And the Filipino the president or king or whatever the fuck he is.
Oh, he's the president. He's like killing everybody.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, this guy is not fucking around.
Oh no. Yeah, he does that with like drug addicts too. He's crazy. He's nuts.
Fucking A.
We would not make it in the Philippines.
I saw people in India, like the police were like smacking him with sticks and shit and like slapping him in the head, like making him do fucking push-ups
Oh
and shit if
my
they caught
God.
him outside. Yeah.
I know my family's been like extra. I don't know. They've just been like communicating with me all of a sudden. Like they hardly ever text me or hardly ever call me. All of a sudden they're like giving me all these like articles and fucking cautionary shit, just like one after another. And I'm just like so overloaded. Like I know you guys are all like fucking like nurses and doctors and shit, but like
Post office, male men and women.
If it wasn't for the Filipinos, we wouldn't know where the mail goes.
That's right. They had to shut down a lot of nail salons.
oh yeah, I know.
No more.
They sell the press-on nails now in like garage sales and or those garage sale Facebook groups.
But the rub and tugs are still open
Of course they are. They're essential.
during these stressful times because they're therapeutic.
They're considered essentials.
Are liquor stores open over there? Because they're open over here. They're considered essential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're open here.
They're open.
Very
figured it was
essential.
much. People were bitching about that, and I was like, "You think people are actually gonna go through all of this without any fucking booze?"
Oh yeah, there's no way they're gonna cut it off. They're like, no, let them have it. Keep it in their house.
Yeah.
Have people been? Have you found that people have been staying in their house over there? Over here, it's like a shit show. They're like totally not.
Oh yeah, no. People aren't really out here. There's some, there, and then there's some that are like, still doing their own fucking shit. Like, like Karens and stuff will fucking stay home because they gotta like put Paisley to bed, or whatever. But, but like, other than that, like any other fucking regular folk, they're like, no, we're gonna have our fucking parties and shit. They had to close down. I think we had the state order to have like that stay-at-home order, and then the weekend right before that, everyone was at the beach. Everyone was at the beach, and I was just like, what the fuck? Apparently there was like some restaurant that was like selling, babe, what was it, like a Reuben or something? Yeah, a Reuben sandwich, and there was like a line like of like 100 people all around the block for a fucking Reuben sandwich.
There's restaurants here that are offering a free drink and free roll of toilet paper with every order.
And it's all
I've seen
deal.
those. Yeah, that's crazy.
Norm's Diner.
I'm like, well, what kind of toilet paper are we talking? Like that fucking shitty 1-ply or
2-ply? I'm down.
Are we talking the good stuff? Like, does it depend? Like, if you order more, do they give you the good stuff, or?
I would hope so.
That was like a make or break point in a relationship when your partner comes home with that first fucking thing of toilet paper that they had to buy on their own, and you can see if they really love you or not.
Right.
Let's see how much you love me. Did you come home with the shitty 1-ply, or do you care about me?
Angel Softer, Scott, you bitch.
I think the first weekend we went out to go get toilet paper because we legit had like 2 rolls, and this hasn't like blown up completely, but this was the weekend after they said there wasn't going to be any school for the kids for like 2 weeks. We went in, the stores only had like the jumbo size toilet paper in the grocery store, and there was like 3 left, and we felt guilty because we typically don't even buy that much toilet paper, and it was like $16 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Dang, what the fuck? $16 for fucking toilet paper? Shit.
It's 20
and
out
I looked
here.
at it and I was like, fuck, this is like the shitty toilet paper too. But then there was like 3 left, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll fucking look like the asshole who fucking took the toilet paper. Whatever, I really fucking need toilet paper. So we fucking took some toilet paper. But it's just weird.
Carrying a gigantic case of Scott toilet paper out the door.
Bitches.
Yeah, they're gonna all, and of course people are gonna look at you like, oh man, look at her, like with her fucking toilet paper. It's like, bitch, I really fucking needed this. Like,
Walking out of there, both fingers raised. It means peace among worlds.
yeah, but you know what though? No shame. I have no fucking problem like washing my ass if it came down to it. I'll fucking take a shower. It's no big deal. Whatever. I don't know why people are tripping about like wiping their ass.
Yeah, fuck checker bought a portable. It says portable handheld bidet. I'm like, it's a squirt bottle. I'm like, I'm not gonna.
It's a squirt bottle.
I'm not gonna sit on the toilet with a fucking squirt bottle up my ass. It's not happening. I'm like,
Challenge accepted.
So you know what's funny? They give those to people after they just like had a baby. Those squirt bottle things. I remember having that. Like when I gave birth and stuff or whatever, they give you like that little portable thing because you got to squirt yourself. God forbid your vagina just like did this thing. So it's the most comfortable thing to do. So I was just like, yeah, I've been through this. Whatever. If I gotta like do that, I'm totally cool with it.
yeah, so I was like, no, my shower's right there. I'll just fucking get in the shower if worse comes worse. If worse comes absolute...
take a shower, whatever.
If worse comes absolute worst, that's where all those free wraps that they give me at the smoke shop are going to come in handy. I have dabs and unused zigzags.
And then there's gonna be like that nasty ass, like he's gonna totally fucking like make like a shit waffle like in a fucking shower with a drain.
Dude, you should have seen some of the looks I got when I was going to the weed shop when everybody else was going to when everybody else was going to try to buy toilet paper, and I got out. I was at Whittier Treehouse, and I go over there, and I'm like standing from the door. I'm like, shit, I kind of need toilet paper. I'm like, but I also kind of need weed. I'm like, fuck it. I have unused exacts.
What's more of a necessity?
I'm like, I've
What's
got
essential?
Right?
I got shop towels in a trash can.
Go on.
And we're back.
Full circle.
So yeah, Cookie, what about you? What's the craziest shit you've seen during this whole shit show?
I think just the waiting in line to get into the supermarket. Everybody's been pretty accommodating. Like, no one's really lost their shit from what I've seen. But like I said,
That's
Friday,
just because we don't have kids.
Yes, Friday. Everybody started wearing masks around here, so we went to the market, my fiance and I, and we weren't wearing gloves or masks, and people were just giving us like the dirtiest looks. It was either that or because we're gay.
I told you can't put your underwear over your heads and say it's a mask.
You know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. Those skid marks are deadly.
At least it kept people away, social distancing.
Yeah, 6 feet, bitch.
So, I hope this goes away soon. It just really putting a damper on fucking everything.
Right?
Yeah, no shit. I'm about to have a baby in fucking August.
Oh, dude.
Do you know what you're having?
An
A girl.
An Asian.
You know, the last time I had a baby, which was 9 years ago, there was a swine flu-like thing going on. So I was like telling somebody, I was like, I feel like every time I'm pregnant, there's always like some sort of pandemic going on, like in China. And then my friend goes, okay, well, the next time you're about to have a fucking baby, would you like warn me?
Let me know ahead of time.
That way I can start stocking up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's been gone for ages. No Lysol, no hand sanitizer.
And when did you think that you would live a day when your hands would absorb more alcohol than your mouth?
Oh. Not ever. Not ever.
Well, I don't know. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better, honestly. But, I mean...
I'm hoping this is already the worst, but I don't even know. Like, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I tune in just to make sure there's no new orders in place for, like for the local news every other day. And
yeah.
I swear to God, they should just change the fucking news to what the fuck happened now.
Yeah.
Headline, check this shit out.
COVID-19 updates.
Well, are they doing any testing out where you're at, though? Like drive-through testing or anything like that? Or you have to have, like, super, like, legit symptoms for them to do it?
I think that's, yeah. You have to have, like, super legit symptoms. For now.
Okay. Because I know there's more cases where you guys are at than over here, but...
Yeah. There's a lot. So, and then there were cases reported in Whittier here where we live, so it's...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're not really going anywhere other than...
Kids are still out of school over there?
Yep.
Obviously. But did they say it's for the rest of the year? Because over here it's for the rest of the year.
Pretty much, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Here it's for the rest of the year, and as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh, fuck.
Once they confirm it, all the alcohol's going to be gone and all the toilet paper's going to be there.
Oh, as soon as people, and we found out, I think, like, within 2 weeks that, like, our governor was like, oh, yeah, no school for the rest of the year for the kids. And we were like, oh, fuck. Where are we going to take our kids, or whatever. But, I mean, like, what do you call it? He's out of work. I'm the only one working, so it's just been a pain.
All the parents going, God damn, my mom's grandkids are annoying. She needs to come pick them up.
Right?
Get them out of here.
What are you doing here? Isn't your grandma home? Should you be at her
Yeah.
house?
Grandma.
And-
Grandma.
And the president's been doing an absolute bang up job at handling this whole thing. I mean,
As he always does.
Not every
Right.
president has to be a good president, and I think he proved that again yesterday.
He's constantly proving it.
And his comment was, "Now we're gonna write it out like cowboys.
Mhm.
Just write it out."
Just write it out.
Wow.
I've never agreed with him more.
Wow. Of course, all of the Southern people are like, yeah.
That's my president.
He's talking about me. Oh man, so it got me thinking of that our racist president segment, and so I went back over the last 3 years and I kind of looked for the most racist things that he did say, and honestly, it was kind of hard to narrow them down. Like I think I went with the ones that made me laugh the hardest or cringe the hardest.
So many to pick from.
So I found 15. There's some really good ones in here. Shit that I'm like, wow. Stuff that I hear old racist Mexican ladies say. Well, I guess it's the same thing.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So number 1 was the Kung Flu,
That was my favorite.
right?
Oh.
And he kept saying it over and over again. I think when they said, hey, you can't say that, that's racist, he started saying it more. And
Like
then,
a child, don't do it. I'm gonna do it.
right? Whatever, I do what I want.
I do what I want.
And then when they stopped saying the Kung Flu, then he starts saying the Chinese virus.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where it's from. I mean, I get it. Like, yeah. But still, though, like, I can see why it might be mildly offensive to some people.
Just a
Yeah,
little bit.
like people like me. No, not really. Only like get an eighth of me, which I
Jasmine's all,
denounce
"I get
right
it."
now. I denounce it. I denounce my Chinese heritage.
Now you have a little white in you.
for the next few months, right?
Yeah, till August.
Till August. They got replaced.
Number 3 was a good one. I think I laughed pretty hard at this one. So he's talking to the Republican Jewish Coalition, and in the speech he says, "I'm a negotiator like you folks."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And he kept talking about like deals and bargains, and like it just like it kept going on and on like that. And I was like, oh my god. And so he says that number 4 is the blacks. I've always had a good relationship with the blacks. And this is when he was talking about running in 2011.
Oh, jeez. He's a gem.
And then he also, in the same speech, goes on to say, "I'm the least racist person here." And he said that Randall Pitt, who's the winner of Apprentice Season 4, was black. So that was the proof that he wasn't a racist.
I don't need any more proof. That's enough for me.
Then there was the laziness is a trait in blacks quote. He says,
Wow.
I have black guys counting my money and I hate it.
Oh. Wow.
Right? Leader of the free world.
I know.
This is what happens when you elect reality TV hosts as the president. Like, what the fuck did they think was going to happen?
I learned my lesson.
Like
I never even watched that show, The Apprentice. I never watched that show.
I only watched it when Joan Rivers won the Celebrity Edition, but I'm a fan.
of Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
She passed away already, didn't she?
Yeah, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
September, right?
Yeah. I miss her.
What did they get when they win it anyways?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Smoked ham.
There you go. I know the celebrity one, they get a charitable donation to the charity of their picking.
Their choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Other than
I was
that,
thinking,
I'm
did they win an internship or something? Like, how did we not know? I guess that's just how. So this whole entire, like, apprentice thing is just like him, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've never had anyone else.
I think it might have changed up in the last couple of seasons.
That's where he tried to the copyright, trademark, or copyright the phrase "you're fired."
Ah,
You're fired.
shows you. I never really paid attention to that crap. I don't even think I owned a TV back then.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of money, number 7 was the only guys I want counting my money are short guys wearing yarmulkes.
Wow.
Me too. We have the same dream, him and I.
There's no booing. There's no booing. There's one more outburst like that. We're gonna let Guitar Guy get up here and do his dad jokes.
No booing.
Let's see. Oh. Okay. So then, coming to the Browns, they're rapists. Some, I assume, are good people.
Oh, wow.
Kind of a stretch. They're
I know.
fairly obnoxious people.
For the most part. I mean,
You know?
considering. We can say it. We can say it.
That's how he kicked off his presidential campaign. That was in the speech, and he was talking about keeping the all the rapists out of here, and that Mexico doesn't send over anybody good. That they're sending over the bad, the drug dealers, and it reminded me of that joke from like the Olympics in '84. Why didn't Mexico have a team here in '84? Because everybody that could run, jump, and swim was already here.
True story.
Wow.
So he also goes on to later on in the year saying that he has a great relationship with the Hispanic community, and he said, "I have thousands of Hispanics that work for me."
Thousands? Highly unlikely.
Thousands of Hispanics, no documents.
They're not needed here, my friend.
And he used the term "the Japs." He says, "Who the fuck knows? I mean, really, who knows how much the Japs will pay for Manhattan property these days?"
Oh, snap!
And
Snap on the
that was before the president. Before it was a while back. That was before, I guess, he even was thinking about running or anything like that came up. And women weren't safe either. It's like there was the whole treating women thing. It says the quote was, "You have to treat them like shit." I think that might have been the same thing with grab them in the pussy.
Ugh.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I'll pass. It's a hard pass.
Fuck checker didn't like it when I tried to.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "What are you doing?"
Be a team player.
Yeah. I just want to try it. Why do you got to shoot down on my ideas? And then when he was gonna get divorced, when he said, "Well, when a man leaves a woman, especially when it's perceived that he left her for a piece of ass and a good one, there are 50% of people who will love the woman that gets left." Right? Like, he should be on fucking Loveline. Dr. Drew and whoever the fuck it is now.
He's had like what 3 wives already or something, or just 2? I don't even know.
Marlo Thomas, Ivanka, and
Melania, right?
Melania, yeah.
Oh. 3. Okay.
That's a lot of money in stamps.
Yep.
So going back to the press conferences, and this is when he is already in office, and this this one was kind of funny too. Like, I was like, wow. Why isn't the pretty Korean lady negotiating for me with North Korea?
Damn.
There was an Asian journalist at the press conference. She asked him a question. Before he answered, he was like, "Where are you from?" And she said, "New York." And he was like, "No, not that. Where are you from?" She's like, "Oh, well, from Manhattan." And he kept on with the question, and it's like the whole, you know what I mean.
Oh, wow. You know where I'm going with this.
And she said that her parents were Korean, so that was his response, is, why isn't the pretty Korean lady negotiating with North Korea for me?
Dang. Can't make this shit up.
I wish,
It was about to fucking explode. Jesus Christ.
I really wish I was making this shit up, but no. He really did say all this stuff. It's like, no wonder we're the laughing stock of the entire fucking world.
Yeah, first California has Arnold Schwarzenegger as the governor. Now we have Donald Trump as the president.
I guess they thought it was like Reagan pulled it off. Maybe this asshole will pull it off too, but nope.
Not so much.
Let's see. Oh, we covered this next one when he actually first said it, and this was the shithole countries when referring to El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, and Africa.
He's not fully wrong there.
I mean, I'm not gonna take objection to every single one of those, but, you know,
It's just sad that he clumped them all together.
You know, we make fun of the browns, the blacks, the purples, mostly the browns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nailed it.
And number 15. This was in like 2018 at some rally in Houston, and he says, "I'm a nationalist," and he said that, "I know people don't like me to use that word, but you know what I am." And then he was like trying to encourage other people to say nationalists.
It's like Mean Girls. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
So those were the top 15 most racist things that I could find that he said. What do you think? Were you guys impressed?
Very, very impressed that you were able to narrow it down to 15.
Oh, it was hard. It took me over an hour. Yeah,
An hour?
Yeah, there were so many. I was just like,
Oh, I'm 4. That's crazy.
if I would have gone the whole list, it probably would have taken up the whole show.
Challenge accepted.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why we stopped doing it so frequently, is just because it seemed like every time we had a show, he said like another racist thing, and we're coming up on 100 shows.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this one's getting kind of old. I'm like, he keeps giving us content, but like, I'm sure people want to hear other stuff. Like, you remember the Tinder sausage aisle?
Remember it.
Like,
I was just there last night.
some of the funniest stories and some of the most cringe-worthy stories for sure came out of there. Cookie, for you, what was yours?
Mine was going on Growler on Christmas Eve. telling the person that was messaging me that you were going to be more disappointed than a poor kid on Christmas Eve. And he ended up being Hasidic Jew, so he showed me.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what was sadder, messaging someone on a dating website on Christmas Eve or, letting down a Hasidic Jew. They're both pretty sad.
Sadder than a Jewish kid on Christmas morning.
There you go.
Did you ever try to contact you again or message you again?
No. I don't really have like cringeworthy moments because, like I said before, I'm like a stage 4 clinger. So I think people mostly have cringeworthy like regarding me. They're like, yeah, he wouldn't stop calling. I saw him at a barbecue that my family was throwing. I didn't even invite him.
What about the taxi driver? And it's all fun and games until this one starts beating me.
That was funny. Domestic violence on the third date. It was good times.
And then when you said, "Oh, he's not into domestic violence jokes," I'm like, "Oh, well, how long?"
There goes my routine.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like 50% of your material.
This isn't gonna work. I don't care if you are a doctor.
I think mine, and this was long before Tinder, but since we just lumped everything into the Tinder sausage aisle, I don't even remember what dating app this was. This was back in like 2000.
Hot or not?
So, like
Hot or not?
Hot or not, or Rate My Body, or fucking.
What? There's a Rate My Body? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, there was a Rate My Body
I
site.
would never.
I was in shape, so I didn't care.
I would never subject myself to that.
At the time, I was in shape, so I was good. I'm like, yeah, go for it. Now it'd be like fucking the Reddit. It looked like the Reddit roast section.
I'll pass.
So I meet this girl online, and we're talking for a couple weeks, and like there's pictures on there. Like I used my real pictures, and so this is how I learned about trolling the hard way. And so she looks good, and she's like, okay, why don't we go on a date? I'm like, all right, cool. I'll come and pick you up, blah blah blah. And so I had got invited to my friend's party, and I told Mom I got a date, so maybe later, blah, I don't, whatever. And so I get there, and the girl's outside, but she's not like dressed or anything. She she looks good, but it doesn't look like we're going out on a date. Like, so I'm like, hey, are we still going out, or what did you want to do?
What's the haps?
And she was like, what? And I'm like, I thought I was meeting here we're gonna go. And she's like, oh, hold on, no, my sister, we're twins. And I'm like,
no,
and so
for one.
Right away, my first thought was, oh, I'm so glad I told those assholes I was busy.
Right.
And so then she goes inside, and she comes out, and she's like, oh yeah, she's coming right out. And so this other girl comes out, who's like 2.5 times the size of the girl that I was just talking to. Comes out,
a before and after.
and I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, another sister, and she's like, no, that's my twin sister. I'm like,
what?
So did she use her twin sister's pictures, you think?
yeah, she did, because
Or they were really old pictures.
she said they were older, but like the sister had on like some of the same clothes that were in one of the pictures. So I was like, what? And
Borrowing each other's clothes.
yeah, she tried to tell me that they were, that they were just older pictures from a few years ago, and I'm like,
bullshit.
It took you that long to eat Gilbert Grape?
He was delicious.
So,
was it that bad though? Was it that bad of a difference?
yeah,
Well, in your fucking standards, okay. But I mean, realistically,
well, her
was
sister,
it like 20 pounds, or you're talking about like fucking a whole entire person?
Her sister was already pushing the limit.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
You're an
Dang.
awful person.
Terrible.
Like, I was, and at the time
Well,
I was...
she probably looks like fabulous now, and you're like, gonna have to eat your words. No, you've never tried.
Have
like,
you seen
something-
Fuck Checker? He doesn't have to eat anything. He came out on top. Good for you. Good for you.
I high-five myself every day.
Yeah.
And so this is before like cell phones or cell phones were super popular, right? So I'm like still rocking the pager,
Hell yeah.
and
God damn.
so she's like, I need like 10 more minutes to finish getting ready. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm just gonna go to the gas station to grab a pack of smokes. And so I go and I hit the fucking payphone and I call my friends, and like the party's already going on, and so they pick up and it's hard to hear them. But then I tell them what happened, and all of a sudden the music goes super low and I just hear a bunch of laughing.
Damn it.
And so I told him, all right, I need you to start blowing up my pager in like fucking 15 minutes. And he's like, all right, cool. And so, then I go back and like, we leave, and I'm trying to like drive out of the neighborhood like really slow because I'm expecting in the next 5 minutes, the guys are gonna rush to my aid.
Assholes.
And so no, I guess the guy that was on the phone ended up telling everybody at the party what was going on. So they made me wait like 45 minutes before
Bitch.
before they started like trying to blow up my pager. And so like we're already stopped somewhere to go eat, right? And I'm like, oh man, I gotta go see what this is. And so I go over to the fucking payphone and I call back, and there's no fucking music when I call.
Damn.
And I'm for sure on speakerphone, and like fucking half the party that's inside the house is now fucking listening to the conversation, and it's my friend going, so how's the date going? Blah blah. We're probably gonna end the party soon, so you may as well just stay on the date. And
Oh, that asshole.
and so then I hear everybody fucking laughing, and I'm like, you fucking idiot! There's still people there. They're like, all right, bye guys, and like fucking you start hearing the door open and close, and I was like, oh, you guys are assholes.
Dicks.
And so I went back to the table and I told the girl, I gotta go. I gotta take you home. One of my really good friends just got hurt. His boyfriend wanted to try the extra large dildo with no lube, and I guess it ripped his butthole, and I gotta take him to the emergency room.
It happens.
Wow.
So that's how I got it. That's how I got it going.
You're welcome.
I need a pee.
Well, you're pregnant, so you get a pass. So
What are you, pregnant or something?
Look at my ceiling.
And that was like kind of like the awkward moments in dating history.
Yeah, that's awful.
Right?
First of all, to use someone else's picture. I mean, that's...
I mean, it could still be awkward when like they do look good, and like I met Fuck Checker when I was in Australia, and one of the nights one of the nights that we're there, she takes me on this dinner cruise, and she was staying at a different hotel than I was. So first off, I get to the hotel, and it's like probably the nicest hotel I've ever seen in my fucking life. We're
Yowzers.
I don't know how many 40, 50 floors up. The Sydney Opera House and the bridge are like open the window and you can see out, and then that's what you're looking at, and I'm like,
Dang.
holy shit. So she invites me on this on this dinner cruise, and so I'm expecting like like a little fucking
Hug and tug?
Yeah, maybe like a like Johnny Shrimp boat, but a boat that actually floats on the water.
Right.
No, it's kind of like a mini yacht, and we walk in, and I see the spread of food, and then it's open bar, and I'm like, oh man, I'm fucking definitely gonna have to put out tonight.
A lot of shellfish, a lot of beef.
At least twice.
Damn. Gentlemen.
And I don't want to be an ungracious guest.
That's right. I was raised right.
And so we're there, we eat. I ate. Fuckchecker didn't really eat too much. But the wine was free, so she was keeping the bartender busy.
Good for
and,
her.
then it starts to get windy. And we're out there still, and she's already kind of wobbly. I'm like, uh-oh. And so we get back to the dock, and the fucking boat's doing this shit as we're trying to, like, get off. So they have the plank that goes to the dock, and, like, there's just a handrail, but it's not covered or anything. So it's just two rails, and then the board that you walk on. So the board's wet, it's windy, the boat's rocking, and Fuckchecker's drunk, like, way drunk. And so she's like walking, and all of a sudden starts to fall, and she's like, we're in the middle of the fucking board, in the middle of that plank, and she starts to fall off. And so I go and I grabbed her and like kept her from falling out, and she's like, oh my god, that's like, fuck, I almost fucking fell in the water. And she's like, would you have jumped in after me? I'm like, I mean, I really dig your personality, but I kind of just met you.
That water looks awfully cold.
It was their winter time. I'm sure it was fucking freezing.
Dang.
And I'm like,
you're such a gentleman.
She's backstage going, I don't think that's funny.
It's kind of funny.
So then after she doesn't fall off of the plank, we get in the cab, and I guess that's not a good idea, because if it takes some people a couple of minutes to get used to being on solid ground again after
Their
being in a boat.
legs.
And so then we get in a car and it starts moving, and the guy's driving like an asshole trying to get to the hotel fast, but he's like weaving in and out, and like she's turning greener and greener as as he's going.
Wow.
So we get up to her room, and I wanted to smoke, so I'm like, I'm gonna go have a smoke. She's like, okay. And then like I come back up after the smoke, and she had thrown up like all over the bathroom. And the bathroom was probably like the nicest bathroom I've ever seen in my entire life too. And then but it looks like she tried to clean it up, kind of half-assed.
Well, she was intoxicated. She gets a pass.
And so I get back, and she's like, hey, there you are. And then she like starts taking her clothes off. I'm like, what happened to the bathroom? She's like, oh, I got a little sick, but it's okay. We'll worry about that later. I'm like,
we'll worry about that right now.
I'm like, can we at least close the door? I'm like, I don't want to get puked on.
Fuck. Wow.
Classy.
Yeah, she had this horrible cough too when we met, and she was like, I'm like, dude, please don't die on me. I'm like, that would be kind of hard to explain. And she's like, yeah, what would you say? What would you do? I'm like, if you just died in the middle of the night in my hotel room? I'm like, oh my god, everybody look, there's a dead girl in the hallway with her suitcases.
Again.
But I mean, like, well, I don't know. What the fuck was I supposed to say at that point? Like,
when they corner you with those questions, what are you gonna do if I die?
I just check out, and I check out and not tell maid service.
I
don't
know.
know.
Surprise.
They'll figure it out eventually.
They will.
So, a nice little trip down memory lane.
Aw, good times.
Until Fuckchecker hears the show, and she's like, really? Really?
Yeah. It's a good story. It's
like,
a good meet cute.
Yeah, that was like the second or third day after we met, too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was. Oh man! So another good thing that we all had in common when we first started the show was, we loved roasting things, people, places, everything. I mean, you guys have listened to the show, so,
Yeah.
So we hit Reddit and we went looking for some volunteers to get roasted, and there's never a short supply in the Reddit Roast Me section. So we found 2 pictures, and we're gonna go ahead and put those up on the screen. And so we have two volunteers today. The first guy says that he shaved his head to get roasted. I think the
He didn't
haircut.
need to shave his head.
Yeah, the haircut's the least of his worries. It looks like Trojan or Planned Parenthood really stepped up their marketing campaign. What's the slogan? Don't let this happen to you.
Beware.
And like, how come the barber didn't hook up the eyebrows while he was cutting his hair? Was he charging by the hour? Did he charge him extra for having to stare at him?
Yeah. That ginger beard, that son of a bitch.
And those fucking teeth, chiclet teeth, for when you're too hardcore for a chiclet keyboard.
I told you his gums looked like he ate a bunch of hot Cheetos.
He probably
It's like
did.
super red. It's like that's what my teeth look like when I eat a bunch of hot Cheetos or hot fries.
This guy's
I love hot
the
fries.
that guy's the fuggliest chia pet I've ever seen.
The pottery that doesn't grow.
I can't believe they let that mutant in the house.
And what's that bit behind him? It looks like a laundry basket or something. What is that?
It looks
It's a nut bucket.
It's a nut bucket.
it looks like his date. It looks like his date's bed from the previous night. The parents must have stayed out later than expected, and judging by that smile on the face in the game of smash or pass, he did not pass.
No, smash all the way.
No.
Like a fucking bucket of lard on a bad day.
Oh, smoosh and poosh.
I gotta take a look at all these things that he's got up on his shelves.
One of them looks like it should be
Like
the
internet
award for the
sleuth.
ugliest human being on the planet.
2 years in a row. He beat me
Notice
out,
he's got
that
a bag of
asshole.
Halloween candy too.
There's a dead plant up there. When you're so ugly,
There is a dead plant.
even your plants try to die to get away from you.
Plant suicide.
Fucking baby gorilla should be at the zoo instead of bothering people on the internet.
Leave us alone.
He looks like he's swelling up as we're talking about him.
High salt
Like this
intake.
guy, literally, you can tell he literally wants to have plants, but cannot have plants. Like he's got a cactus and a dead fucking whatever the hell that is.
They're-
So he definitely cannot grow plants. That's for sure.
The Koopa Trooper from Mario Brothers.
Do, 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 do.
Uncle Fester's illegitimate kid.
Uncle Fugly.
He tells everyone he's a cool guy when he moves into a new neighborhood that has kids in it.
My PO's making me do this.
When he has to go door to door.
He's all, don't worry, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm a pedophile.
Proof that social distancing can sometimes be a good thing.
Right?
How the fuck did he get uglier from the start of the segment till now?
It's magic.
He's like that one creepy uncle that isn't allowed to babysit the kids.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey,
That's fucked up.
hey.
Homer Simpson with a beard.
So he's Homer Simpson.
Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill, the later years.
Time has not been good to him.
Looks like a competitive vaping champion contender.
2 years running.
Oh man. Why? They make it so easy. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
He's probably drafting his manifesto as we speak.
Probably.
I bet you he has an Asian girlfriend that he met from like WeChat though, or something, or like Omegle.
Looks like a fucking bumblebee dildo on the fucking back shelf back there. Come on, man, clean up a little.
You have guests.
He could sue Universal for likeness rights to Shrek.
Donkey.
This has got to be like his place too. Like it looks like a studio apartment of some sort. Like you could tell he's single. Gotta be single.
Next week he's gonna be sitting on a toilet seat with a list and lipstick.
So it's not just me.
Oh man. What do you think? Should we move on to the next one or?
Next picture, yep.
All
This
right.
is fun.
Let's do this.
All right. So this is a group of friends that wanted to be roasted together. So
Looks like the Glee Club.
I love that show.
It's a Captain Planet reunion show.
Hey,
Captain Planet.
Scooby-Doo, the
he's a
later
hero.
years. I count 4 missing yarmulkes.
Only?
Is it the accounting class picture or the next batch up to do a smoked ham impersonation?
Smoked ham impersonation.
The best, like the kind they sell at the Anne Frank gift shop.
the one holding up the sign looks like a Justin Timberlake impersonator, though.
Are you getting the hots for him?
Like they came out on the Dick in the Box video.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
The guy in the
That's
green,
the first thing that came into my mind.
the guy in the green shirt or the green sweater has a creepy smile and a boner.
Wait, let me see it again.
Oh,
Let me look at it. Let me look at it.
boner. Dang.
And they're all pointing. It looks like they're comparing dick sizes. My money's on the chick in the flannel. That long hair's not fooling anybody.
Not at all.
No,
It looks at the cart.
I can't tell. The chick in the flannel, I can't tell if that's like just mom jeans or it's a straight up fupa.
It's both.
It's probably her pubes. Look at the fucking eyebrows. They shave them once a quarter to keep locks of love in business.
Oh, she's a giver.
I can't see the paper. Does it say the Caterpillar Club?
I think
I
so.
don't know. It says.
Holy fuck. There's a dozen eyes in those pictures in glasses, and the only 2 I feel bad for
Oh
are
my god, all of
mine
them are
having to
wearing
look at
glasses.
them.
I just realized that.
What happened?
I said that there's a dozen eyes in the picture wearing glasses, and the only 2 I feel bad for are mine having to look at them.
True story.
It looks like the Cosby Show was about a Hispanic family trying to assimilate. The evolution of Wolverine's facial hair. The National Unibrow Coalition.
Unite.
The Kardashians before surgery pictures.
That's
Wow.
pretty accurate.
That's a stretch, though. That's a stretch.
It's pretty accurate, though.
When the faces are uglier than the sweaters.
Snap.
What is this, anyways? Like, it's like a themed like picture of some sort, like
We're trying to figure
like
out
the
the theme.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, God.
I thought it was the cast of America's Next School Shooter. No? It's not?
I think it is. That's pretty accurate. Thank goodness for lockdown.
No kidding, right? Shit. Well, what do you think?
I just think it looks pretty awful. I'm not going to comment.
Post quarantine group pic. Post quarantine reunion.
The one on the bottom with the blue shirt has masturbation arm. You tell he's just been tugging it.
That's why he's not raising his arms.
Yeah. When in doubt, tug out.
And they're all pointing to that one dude. Why are they pointing to him?
3 fingers, 3 buttholes. You do the math.
Wait. Carry the 1. Add the 2. Wait. Oh, I'm lost.
This is what jazz hands smell like.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Oh, that's why I like doing those roasts. Like we're just.
It brings us back home.
So I think we're gonna do some more of those in the upcoming, throughout this season and definitely in the, in the next seasons. I think it's probably one of those ones we should probably keep going. Another one of those that we should probably keep going is the Would You Rather, and that was always a really popular game, one that generally got a lot of that generally did get a lot of laughs whenever we did do the segment. So I did find some good ones, and let's see. Who? Anybody want to go first, or
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
So, would you rather go a month without drinking or a month without masturbating?
I don't drink, so I'll just use that one as a crutch because I masturbate on the daily.
Same here.
High five.
I masturbate once a day for health reasons. The other 4 are just for me.
Yeah. It's prescribed.
Well, I guess
I'd go without drinking.
it'd be a good time to put fuck checker to the test and see if that whole anytime I want it, I can have it the thing still applies.
It should.
So
you have a
yeah,
receipt.
I'll go with no jerking it for a month.
What, really? Dang. I don't know. I can't do that. That's a stretch.
No, I'm not going without sex for a month. I'm not going
That's
without,
for damn
just
sure.
going without jerking it for a month. Let's see.
I'm not going without either of them for a month. I mean, I can't.
You're
I
pregnant
can't
now.
drink anyways. I've been pregnant for like a few months now, so.
Does it feel like
There
fucking
goes
ever? All right. Would you rather have your body found on a pile of sex toys or a pile of drugs?
Both.
It's probably more realistic for me with the sex toys than with the drugs. Yeah.
We're in
Like
agreement
a
that
arsenal.
for Jester, we're just going to scatter them around him after the fact. We found him. Get the supplies.
That'll be fucking hilarious.
Scattered around the
Yeah.
bed or the toilet bowl.
Not one family member was surprised.
Not a single one.
That's funny.
All right. Would you rather be an ugly genius or a hot moron?
An ugly genius.
I'm an ugly moron, so I'm going to stick with it.
Just-
I kind of feel like the ugly genius part already happened, but I'm okay with that. I have hot moron friends.
That's right.
Would you rather get explosive diarrhea every time you meet your boss or every time you meet your significant other's parents?
Parents.
Oh man.
There's only one surviving, so there's less of a chance.
Good.
Unless you get explosive diarrhea every time you go to the cemetery.
Damn it.
For some reason, I'd rather go with my boss. I don't know why. That's way too embarrassing for me as far as like, yeah, no. I'd rather go with my boss. Fuck it. Like, I work with a bunch of dudes anyways. They're already like fucking fart like everywhere. Walk around with fucking diarrhea and coke up their nose. Like, it's not much of a difference.
Where do you work? Are they hiring?
We're always hiring.
Yes. I just have to relocate.
rather reverse one decision you make every day or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day?
Ooh. I would rather stop time because I'm a fucking control freak.
But it's only for 10 seconds at a time.
10 seconds at a time?
It's enough to slap the shit out of somebody without them knowing. So I'm going to go
Yeah,
with 10
true.
seconds.
I'm gonna reverse bad decisions
Let's go with that.
because I'm constantly making them. So to just like be able to reverse one, I think I should be good. Like
Yeah,
I
I
said
feel
before,
like that's just like me on Amazon, like impulse buying at that point. I was just like, I already do that. Like, not much of a fucking difference. It's like, put it in the cart, take it out of the cart. Like,
Would you
what about that bad decision you have till August? Can you pull that out of the cart?
Would you rather would you rather have uncontrollable gas at work for the rest of your life or uncontrollable gas on every first date for the rest of your life?
First date.
first date. Yeah, first date.
Take them to a club somewhere loud. They won't know.
Right?
I work at home. For me, it comes out to be the same thing.
There you go.
I'll just go to an Indian restaurant each and every time.
Yeah. It was the curry.
I'll do first date in case Fuck Checker takes me to a restaurant that I don't want to go to.
Yeah, that's way easier.
Would you rather speak all languages or be able to speak to all animals?
All languages.
All languages.
Talk to animals. Man, go bite the shit out of that asshole.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't do animals like that anyway, so it's not really gonna affect me. Like, fuck it. I already talked to them like they're fucking idiots, so like it's like, I already fucking do it. It's like, you fucking stupid bird. Like,
Stupid bird.
shit on my fucking windshield again. I don't know.
Would you rather have lunch in a wet market in China or have lunch with the
Oh.
president?
Man, have you fucking seen a wet market in China though? Man.
Did you not
Man.
hear the president earlier? We heard his greatest hits.
One after another.
If I'm gonna
It's
die of
like you're not. Oh God, no! Again, I will fucking reiterate this. Have you fucking seen the wet market in China? Like, fuck, you be seeing like all sorts of like exotic animals like getting slaughtered and shit. Like, I do not want to fucking eat there. Ah, God, the smell, man. No, I can't.
between that and the
I think I'm gonna have lunch with Donnie for this one. Fuck it.
between him,
At least he'll fucking give me hamburgers.
if I'm gonna die of coronavirus anyways, but I guess between him and the fucking wet market, I've never tasted bat.
Yeah, I'd rather it come from the source. Like,
Fuck you guys.
I'd rather eat something that came out of a horse's mouth than sit with somebody and listen to shit that comes out of a horse's asshole lunch.
true.
Jesus.
Would you rather
Well,
have?
you guys are in for a fucking treat. Let me tell you.
Fingers crossed.
She's like, it's
Right.
best over rice.
Everything's best over rice.
Stockholm fucking mask or something. Jesus Christ. You guys don't know. Alright, cool. You on your own.
Would you rather be married to Paris Hilton or Charlie Sheen?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton, my god. But fuck, she's got STDs too, doesn't she? I don't know. She's got more money. We'll go
That's
with her.
right. Thank you. She gets it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Hilton
Yeah.
money.
Yep.
There.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's cool. I'll change my name. Would you rather lose your sex organs forever or gain 200 pounds for the rest of your life?
Sex organs, bye-bye.
Fuck. I mean, you can't even fucking see your sexual organs when you're 200 fucking pounds overweight, though.
Exactly.
So it's about the same thing. So at least
Yeah, what the fuck is that question?
I could say I lost my genitals rushing in to save a bunch of orphans from a fire.
Puppies.
I mean, I guess at the same time, if you do gain 200 pounds, you can always like just get like gastric bypass or something or whatever.
But you're gonna get it back.
Gain 200 pounds. I'll be like, babe, will you still love me if I'm 200 pounds overweight?
You just hear him laugh.
Come on!
You hear the door You hear the door
Hey.
close.
Will you still love me if I was 200 pounds overweight? Okay. All right. He still would, so it's
He's like,
all
I
good.
would love you. We're not having sex.
Well,
though.
yeah, because you're the breadwinner.
I'm good. Hey,
got
as
this.
long as I'm fucking still getting laid, it's all good. Okay, he said he's not gonna let it get that way, but no, it has to be. It's a legit question, though, babe. It's either that or get rid of my sexual organs.
He's all, do you
like,
still have a
"What?"
mouth?
Okay, yeah, that's really not happening, guys. He's not gonna let it. He's like, what? I'm not gonna get fucking pussy? What?
Would you rather have no penis or vagina, or five penises or five vaginas in your case?
5 penises.
Oh, I'd rather have more. More?
I think that's
That's
the
a lot of
general.
orifices.
I think that's the general consensus. Can you imagine that?
I mean, shit. Like, can I have an extra one now? Like, for real.
That's
Whatever.
That's one
I'd
hell
rather
of a
have
money
more.
shot.
Pew!
5 at a
I
time.
can build my soccer team. I have 5 vaginas. You know,
Your
pop
soccer
them
team
out
dream.
like once a year, be pregnant, be done with it for like the year. And then pop another one so I can start collecting the fucking, you know, like checks. That's the plan.
Oh man,
That's how they make money, right?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So, we are coming up on our time, and it's been a good 3 years, right? I mean, I've had a lot of fun doing this. And
It's been a 3 years.
It's been forever for me. What have I been doing? I don't know. I'm pregnant now. What do you think?
well, we know what you were doing.
Yeah, contraceptives.
And you know, so I'm glad that people are tuning in and listening, and we are getting feedback and comments and shares and stuff now. People are starting to put our stuff out there, and it's a cool feeling to know that
The upside to COVID-19.
Yeah.
People are listening.
yeah, they don't have shit else to do, so
You're
so
welcome.
that now you're listening to Rice and Beans. And then also we got new new listeners coming in too, and I do kind of get asked about the stuff like what do we do here, or what kind of comedy can you expect, or that kind of thing. And I think this the show is about comedy, and it's about laughing at life and everything that shitty that's going on around us. And I think this clip here, from Don Rickles kind of, helps to sum it up.
I have been blessed with one thing. My humor is aggressive, it is nonsense. Each day as an actor, when you take an approach with an image of being aggressive and strong, you must wake up every morning, as my father said. He said, Don, when you're different, your heart is open to a little ache. But remember, when you're different, you might capture all the stars. But the whole world will not rally around you. But you have a chance of having them notice you. So go home at night, put your head on the pillow, and thank God for what you've attained. And maybe God will look down and say, hey, I am grateful to you, son, for doing something different. I like to think that I am different. I like to think that the public will understand me. If they do, I am grateful. To all of you, I wish you what I have, as I say in my performance when I appear. People around you who care. And
so, I think that's it pretty much hits the nail on the head. You know, we're here to make fun of, you know, the bigotry, the ridiculousness, the racist shit, just basically
all that good stuff.
Yeah, everything where people start acting like idiots, you'll find us there making stupid comments. We want to say thank you for tuning in and checking us out for the last 3 years, and we're gonna keep rolling along with this, and we're gonna keep pumping out new episodes, and we've got a lot more funny stuff for you, and I'm sure the world's gonna have a lot more content for us. So we usually close the show with our theme song, but tonight we're gonna end with the moment of silence to the memory of Don Rickles. Watching you perform was a great treat. It was a Rolls Royce. You were a Rolls Royce, and to us, that's top of the craft. Wherever you are, we hope you're listening, smiling, and laughing. You were an inspiration to us and the work we do here on the show. You were someone special, and we will never forget you. Thank you, and good night.